Hey, what's up, everyone? Watch the latest Berserk, and this one's actually on time this week. Also, I'm drunk right now. So, let's get started. Casca was ridiculous this week. She was made into being even more of a. She was made even more of a retard than usual. I mean, dear God, what was going on with her this week? God, this anime is just handling her so poorly. Like, she's just kind of not there anymore in the manga, but holy hell, treats her with so much more respect than just a literal retard doll, which is, I wish I could use more politically correct terminology, but that is what she is. Okay, what else this week? God, the slow motion. Why are there all these slow mo scenes? Like, I don't think I've mentioned this before, but what is with the slow motion? Like, if you're gonna go for a full paced action show, why throw slow motion shots in there? It's like, okay, it was cool when 300 did it back in 2006, but the time is long since passed that was good. Let's see here. Nina she's a total bitch, and you can't sympathize with her at all. I mean, in the manga, like, she's still a bitch, but you can understand her reasoning, and I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who hasn't read it, but you can actually understand why she acts that way. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, the character models looked even more shit for some reason this week. Which brings me to another point. There was a seriously bad case of same face this week. And, like, it's been bad before, and I've talked about how Mura always decides to create individual character models. But this week was even worse because in the same shot, you would have like 5 or 6 of the same character model. It was so bad. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Isodro, he just kind of popped in there. I mean, I know they rushed him in, and, like, I guess he's supposed to come in at this point, or last week's, or whatever, but he just kind of popped in, and oh my god, it was so bad. They made him look like this just idiotic kid, which he acts like a little kid, but the way his character model and his voice actor portray him, he's older, and just none of it matches. Because, like, Isodro is supposed to be like this mischievous son character for Guts, kind of like his relationship between him and Gambino, as was in the earlier parts of the manga. And, it's this complex relationship, and now they're just making him into just a freaking meme, basically. Movement this week was somehow worse than usual. I don't know what's up with that, but not gonna dwell on it. The tears on Nina's face stayed on her face the entire way down, instead of dripping at the point where the curvature of her skull made it most convenient for them to fall off. Just, oh, whatever. Okay, let's see. What else do I have written down here? Oh, yeah. I mean, this is one of those works in manga history that it's like, this is going to be a defining work for the next few decades, possibly even centuries, and it's just like, look, if you're gonna butcher a classic manga, like, hey, let's butcher War and Peace while we're at it. Let's butcher all of Tolstoy's works. Let's butcher Proust. Let's butcher DFW. Let's butcher Pygmalion. Let's butcher anybody and everybody. Because when you come into this and just butcher a perfect work, just, okay, whatever, go to town. Fuck this anime. One of the big story points I want to bring up is they have taken out Sloan's influence in the whole orgy scenes thing, which is supposed to be a worship of her. And they've just kind of... There were subtle hints towards that in all of the orgy scenes in the manga, but they've just completely taken that out. So, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, because you're just... I've already talked about how they've kind of taken away from the point of the orgies, but when you're taking out Slan's influence, just... Dear God, why are they even in there at this point? Why do you even have the scenes in there? Just for shock value? But Berserk isn't about shock value. I mean, whatever. Fuck it. Okay, the dialogue this week, I don't know if that was just a translation or what, but the dialogue when Isodro was throwing rocks at people, both of those were terrible. The rock throwing thing and the dialogue, but... God... What the hell? Okay, last point, Blood and Gore was not even Tom and Jerry levels, because Tom and Jerry, I've called it cartoonish before, but when Tom and Jerry does it, it's funny. Well, this week was ass. Fuck it. I'm in a new apartment. All I can say about this is, you know, as Kanye West once said in one of his songs, "Shake for me, girl. I want to be your backdoor man." Anyway, fuck Berserk 2016.